A musical interval is the distance between two notes. If the two notes sound at the same time, the interval can be said to be vertical or harmonic. If the two notes sound one after the other, the interval can be said to be horizontal or melodic. Being familiar with different intervals and the sound associated with them can help you with your melodic writing, especially when considering which notes to leap to. Here's a list of the possible intervals: perfect unison, minor second, major second, minor third, major third, perfect fourth, augmented fourth or diminished fifth, perfect fifth, minor sixth, major sixth, minor seventh, major seventh, and the perfect octave. As seen in this list, intervals are classified by both their quality and by their number. The quality being whether it's perfect, major, minor, augmented, or diminished, and the number being whether it's unison, whether it's a second or a third, and so on. Basically, it's distance from the tonic or the preceding note. Using the C major scale as an example, we can take the tonic or the C and find the interval between it and every note in the scale. If we play the same note C in the same octave, it's simply a perfect unison. It's exactly the same note. Now, if I play the C and then the second note of the C major scale, which is D, this is considered to be a major second. And if that D was flatted, we would have a minor second. You'll notice that fourth and fifth intervals are designated as perfect. The reason for this is that these intervals are very consonant. They're neither major nor minor, and their inversions are also perfect. For example, if we take the interval C to F and then flip it around to get an F to a C, we have a perfect fourth, which then becomes a perfect fifth. Other perfect intervals are the unison and the octave. I encourage you to do some ear training and learn to identify these intervals. This way, when you're listening to a song, you'll be able to hear the intervals being sung or played without trying to hunt them down on the keyboard. In some circles, this is known as the Hunt-and-Peck Method. A great way to learn to recognize intervals is by associating them with classic songs. For example, to recognize a perfect fourth, think of the first two notes of Here Comes a Bride. A musical interval is the distance between two notes. If two notes sound at the same time, the interval is harmonic. If two notes sound one after the other, the interval is melodic. Intervals are classified by their quality and their number. Certain intervals are perfect. That is, they're very consonant, and their inversions are also perfect. Learn to recognize intervals by associating them with popular songs.